Hey guys, this is Slicknick Gaming and welcome back to the Smash Ultimate CPU Tournament. Yesterday, we covered the Monastery region and here are the results of those matches. Today, we are going to be covering the first round matchups in the Congo Jungle region. And I'm going to be going over each matchup. Again, this is not the order that we'll be covering them. This is just the way they are shown on the bracket. We have number 1 seed King K. Rool versus 16 seed R.O.B, 8 seed Snake versus 9 seed Cloud, 4 seed Isabelle versus 13 seed Dark Samus, 5 seed Zelda versus 12 seed Wario, 2 seed Bowser versus 15 seed Mario. That should be a fun one. 7 seed Simon versus 10 seed Ice Climbers. 3 seed Dr. Mario versus 14 seed Roy. And I don't know how that got all smudged up. 6 seed Lucas taking on 11 seed Dark Pit. Alright, those are today's matches. Once again, they're going to be covered in a random order, just like we've done, well, the whole time. Anyways, that's going to do it. Let's head over to today's matches. Let's get the fighting underway. Alright, here we go. It is time for the first round matches in the Congo Jungle region. We're going to be starting off with the 7 seed Simon and the 10 seed Ice Climbers. Alright guys, we are officially halfway through the first round. After yesterday's matches, we reached the halfway point in the first round. And now we will be starting the second half of the first round. This is day 3 out of 4 days, in which we'll be covering... Oh! Nana already dies! The 2 Ice Climbers are named Popo and Nana. And as soon as one of the Ice Climbers goes, the other one is pretty much defenseless. Honestly, I'm surprised the Ice Climbers even made it into the tournament, because they're a pretty weak fighter, all things considered. You see, without Nana, Popo is just pretty much a sitting duck. That's what he is. He's just a sitting duck. He can't really get much of anything done. So they are very codependent on one another. Oh, as soon as I say that, the Ice Climbers tie it up. Oh man, the Ice Climbers are coming back here. Oh my god. The Ice Climbers must have heard me talking shit about them, because they are... Oh, as soon as I say that, Simon closes the gap a lot more. Simon down to his last stock, and so are the Ice Climbers. Next KO will earn a spot in the round of 32. Whoever gets this next KO will move on to the round of 32. Uh-oh. Ice Climbers? Oh, the Ice Climbers got footstooled there. If Nana wasn't there, Popo would have been in huge trouble, because he wouldn't have been able to recover, and that would have been the end. But Simon is an Echo Fighter of Richter. They are essentially the same fighter. Oh! Anyways, I was saying that Simon and Richter are Echo Fighters. But the Ice Climbers move on. I'm sorry, I cannot get my words straight tonight. It is 9:30. Simon, right as I was talking about him, is unable to recover, and he is now out of the tournament. And the Ice Climbers, after I was just talking shit about them earlier, advance to the second round, and they pull off an upset. The 7 seed goes down. Alright, on to the next battle. Just go down the list again very quick. Dr. Mario, the 3 seed. If I can find him. Excuse me. Dr. Mario will be taking on Roy. So we have 2 melee fighters going at it. This ought to be fun. And also, Roy is the Fire Emblem Roy, not the Koopaling. There is a distinct difference there, which is why I wrote FE next to his name on the bracket. I mean, typically when you say Roy, you think of the Fire Emblem character anyway, but just wanted to clarify. So Dr. Mario is the 3 seed, and Roy is the 14 seed. And Dr. Mario looks like he has the home field advantage. But also, I'm pretty sure Mario and Fire Emblem both have the most characters in Super Smash Bros. I'm pretty sure the 2 series which are the most represented are Super Mario and Fire Emblem. I'm pretty sure those are the 2. Dr. Mario gets knocked out first! Right as I was talking about him, there's the commentator's curse. Kicking in full force, and there goes Roy! It is tied up at 2, and we're only a minute into the match. But yeah, we got 2 melee fighters going at it. This was from... These 2 characters first appeared in Super Smash Bros. Melee, which is celebrating its 25th anniversary this year in 2026. I hope this is going up in 2026. It's supposed to go up this month, but now I have no idea when it's going to go up. A lot of offstage fighting. I thought someone got footstooled there. I thought Dr. Mario got footstooled there. Uh-oh. Roy? Oh my god. I knew this was going to be a good fight, but I didn't think it would be this close. Especially between a 3 seed and a 14 seed. If Roy wins this, this will be the biggest upset in the whole tournament. As soon as I say that, Roy takes the lead. Is Dr. Mario gonna tie this up? Is he gonna answer? Man, Roy not giving him any room, but there's a big attack from Dr. Mario. Oh, what the fuck? Dr. Mario was about to die there, but Roy saved his ass. And that might cost him the match. But we don't know yet, as they are both down to their last stock. Dr. Mario was as good as done, but Roy just saved him. What the hell was he thinking? And now it is neck and neck. It is dead even. Oh my god. This is one of the closest matches we have had in a while. Who is going to win? Dr. Mario! It's over! That's what you get, Roy. You should have won when you had the chance. But no, you choked. Dr. Mario, what's your diagnosis? Asphyxiation. Dr. Mario advances, and Roy is going home. Man, Roy had the chance to pull off the ultimate upset, but he choked hard. He absolutely choked. Now we know how the Vegas Golden Knights felt this year. I had to. Come on. I couldn't resist. Anyways, let's bring up the next two fighters. We have an even bigger match here. We got number 1 seed. The 1 seed is facing off a lot earlier tonight than in the past 2 nights. King K. Rool, the number 1 seed of the Congo Jungle region, taking on 16 seed R.O.B. If I can find him. There he is. God damn. I'm not sure how we're going to follow up that last one. That last one was just insane. Looks like we're on Sky World. King K. Rool, I don't think he was even in the last tournament. But now, of course, he's a 1 seed. Actually, no, I stand corrected. He was in the other tournament I did. Oh my god, King K. Rool. This match is a lot... This match is very back and forth. King K. Rool is already struggling. In the first tournament, we had a 1 seed get knocked out in the first round. King K. Rool gets the first KO. But because King K. Rool is a heavyweight, he can take a lot of damage. A tremendous amount of damage. Man, King K. Rool's in charge now. Well, then again, he is a king, isn't he? King's always in charge. Wow, King K. Rool is up 3-1. I thought R.O.B had a chance, but doesn't look like it. It does not look like R.O.B has a chance as King K. Rool. After it started off very close, something in King K. Rool just switched on. Alright, sorry, I had to adjust my headset. R.O.B is in huge trouble now. King K. Rool, is this going to be our first 3-stock of the tournament? Is this going to be our first 3-stock? King K. Rool makes it back. R.O.B is just shooting him. Oh my god. R.O.B is trying desperately not to make this a 3-stock. And it worked! King K. Rool down to a 2nd stock. But it doesn't matter, because King K. Rool advances to the 2nd round. King K. Rool is still king of the Congo Jungle region. I almost said the Congo Jungle division, but this is not Nick's Amiibo League. King K. Rool advances, and R.O.B is out. All right, let's get the next one up. Right after the 1 seed fights, we have the 2 seed up next. Bowser, who I'm predicting is going to go all the way. By the way, I'm predicting Bowser is going to go all the way. But of course, as soon as I say that, he's just going to get knocked out by Mario, who is the 15 seed. Because my predictions always suck. Well, most of the time they do. When I was playing with my friend Alex, the Twy King, in fact, he's actually streaming right now. This is being recorded right after week 4, and I have no idea what the results were because I was not at the stream. I was in the car driving back home to the studio after spending the weekend at my mother's house. So I was not able to catch the stream, but in week 3, let's just say I did pretty good. I ended up coming in first place, a much needed first place finish after sucking in the first, after coming in dead last in the first 2 weeks. But I'm really happy to see everybody else doing good. It makes me so happy. I guess technically both fighters have a home field advantage because this is being played on Mario Circuit. Specifically, the Mario Circuit from Brawl. Which reminds me, if you're able to, tell me in the comments what your favorite Smash Bros. Game is. Bowser gets the first KO. Mario looking to answer back right away. Who would have thought that Mario... Oh! Bowser! Bowser ends up in a free fall after a failed recovery. And now it's tied up at 2. Anyways, who would have thought that Mario and Dr. Mario would wind up in the same region? This is seeded based on the CPU rankings that were given by Amiibo Doctor. I picked the top 64 off of that tier list, and I put them in a bracket. And then I split that bracket off to 4 regions, just like March Madness. It is still neck and neck. Honestly, I thought Mario would be a bottom seed, because he is very much, like, he is middle of the road to bottom tier. Mario is down to his last stock as soon as I say that. Man, maybe I should talk more about certain fighters so I can get them to win. No, not really. I'm not that biased. Anyways, it is tied up at 1. Whoever gets this next KO will move on. Mario's in big trouble here. Going up against his old nemesis. They've been fighting for over 4 decades now. Uh-oh. Bowser! Almost falls off the edge there. Bowser? Is he going to make it back? Oh my god. It's gotten a lot closer now. Who's going to take it? They're both off the edge. Bowser with the kick. And Bowser is the winner. I thought for sure we were going to see a major upset. But Bowser wins and he advances. And Bowser, the 2 seed, will be taking on 10 seed Ice Climbers in the round of 32. Congratulations. I'm sorry, Mario. But your tournament run ends here. Thank you for playing. All right. Let's do the next battle as we have where is Lucas? Lucas. God damn it. There he is. Man, I'm really not in good shape tonight. 6 seed Lucas taking on 11 seed Dark Pit. And unlike the player rankings, in the CPU rankings, they are actually separated. Dark Pit is an echo fighter of Pit. And it looks like we're on the Tekken stage. Actually, this... Is this the Tekken stage? I'm pretty sure this is Kazuya's home stage. I'm pretty sure this is Mishima Dojo, where, which is where, Kazuya is from. But this might be the... I'm pretty sure this is a... Yeah, this is definitely Kazuya's stage. I know because it was a DLC stage. And Kazuya was a DLC fighter. Meanwhile, Lucas first appeared in Brawl. And Dark Pit first appeared... he first appeared in Smash 4. For the 3DS and the Wii U. That was his first game. I'm honestly surprised that Lucas is a playable character in Super Smash Bros. In America, because Mother 3, as of recording this, is still not available in North America officially. It's available in Japan, and it's available in Europe, but as of recording this, it is still not available in North America. There are fan translations, but there's no, like, official... There's no official release, but there are, like, fan translations and stuff like that from Starman.net. Lucas, man, I was distracted there. Lucas is down to his second stock. Lucas falls. Now he's down to his last stock. Dark Pit has a lot of damage, but he's still on his first stock. We could see an upset. The 11 seed would end up upsetting the 6 seed. I think both times we had 6 versus 11, the 11 seed won. Anyways, Dark Pit loses his first stock. Lucas buries him into the ground. There are 4 matches left in the Congo Jungle region for round 1. And that's the game. Dark Pit takes it. And we have another upset. Dark Pit takes the win, and Lucas is out. Just as I was saying, his game was never released in North America. And I completely jinxed it for him. I'm sorry, Mother fans. Dark Pit advances. And he'll be taking on the 3 seed Dr. Mario. Thank you for playing, Lucas. See you next time. So we're going to have the 3 seed versus the 11 seed. And I'm pretty sure that's the 3rd time in a row. Yeah, the 6 seed has never won. Pyra and Mithra are the last hope for the 6 seeds. So far, 3 out of the 4 6 seeds have lost. But then again, that's these tournaments for you. Let's go on to the next one. We have number 8 seed. Actually, no, I'm selecting the 9 seed. We got number 9 seed, Cloud, taking on number 8 seed, Snake, who was a 1 seed in the first tournament, but after using the CPU rankings, he is now an 8 seed. I'm expecting this to be a very close match because they are both 8 and 9. Because both fighters are seeded 8 and 9 respectively. And these matches are usually always pretty close. Oh, the landmine. Cloud did not get out of the way of that. And it's in the boxing ring. The legendary mercenary versus soldier first class. And Snake gets knocked out first. I'm thinking, never mind. I'm not going to say anything. Because every time I make a prediction, it just ends in disaster. That's Cloud and Snake ties it up. I love the boxing ring because I love the nicknames that they give the fighters. I love all their ring names. In fact, I saw a video online ranking all of them. Did Snake just die to his own bomb? Did Snake just die to his own bomb? And Cloud self-destructs right after. What the fuck is going on? It is tied up at 1. Seriously, what is going on here? Snake dies to his own bomb, and then Cloud falls off. Like, almost completely on his own. This is so dumb. I didn't see it happen, but I could hear Snake talking, and then a bomb went off and he died. Oh, Snake got Cloud in a chokehold. That's it! Snake, with the roundhouse, takes the win. And Snake moves on to face the number 1 seed, King K. Rool, in the round of 32. Congratulations. Even though Snake died to his own bomb, he still ends up winning the match. So that was not a very well-deserved win. But, hey, a win's a win, whether it's by an inch or by a mile, as Dom Toretto says in Fast and Furious. And, unfortunately for Cloud, he is eliminated. Alright, now it's time for the last 2 matches of the night. We have 4 seed Isabelle, who's looking to have a much better run this time after getting knocked out in the first round in the last tournament, taking on 13 seed Dark Samus, who didn't have a good run in the last tournament either. Neither one of these fighters had a good run in the last tournament. And this is Isabelle's stage. We're on Town and City, which is one of Isabelle's stages, so... I've been thinking about getting Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. In fact, I've been thinking about getting that game for years, because let's face it, I was a Nickelodeon kid. I was very into Nickelodeon. I visited the Nickelodeon Suites Resort back when that was open. It closed just a couple years after I left. Gee, I wonder why. But yeah, I was a Nickelodeon kid. And I've actually thought about getting the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. Or whatever the hell that game's called. I have been thinking about getting it. But I don't know yet. Isabelle goes down first. How is she going to respond? Isabelle is a fighter that I've always had sympathy for. Because she's such a good fighter, but she has so many bad breaks. A lot like the Minnesota Vikings. Like, they're such a good team, but they have so many bad breaks. So yeah, I would even dare say that Isabelle is the Minnesota Vikings of Smash Ultimate. As soon as I say that, she ties up the match. Whoa, the audio cut out there for a second. Isabelle gets shot in the face. She's already down to her last stock. We could see a major upset, guys. If Dark Samus were to win this... Oh, Isabelle pockets the rocket. She pockets the missile. Uses her fishing rod to launch her out. Tried to footstool. Uh-oh, Dark Samus unable to recover, and it's tied up at 1. Whoever gets this next KO will be moving on. And I just realized, I think the clock at the bottom matches the system time. It is 10 o'clock right now. Yeah, the clock in the square is supposed to match... I think it's supposed to match the current system time, which is 9:59 p.m., so it is almost 10 o'clock. That's a really neat touch, actually. Just like how on the GameCube version of Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, the clock in the train station matches the clock on your GameCube. That's what I was just talking about. Isabelle gets chucked in the first round. Isabelle, the 4 seed, had very high expectations and gets bounced in the first round. And Dark Samus advances. Easily the biggest upset in the whole tournament. I'm so sorry, Isabelle. Man, it's happened again. Isabelle just cannot catch any good breaks. In my Amiibo March Madness tournament, she made it all the way to the championship, but lost at the last second. In a very, very close battle. This is pretty much the same thing, except it was in the first round. And Dark Samus knocks out Isabelle in easily the biggest upset of the whole tournament. I'm so sorry. Anyways, Dark Samus advances, and she'll be taking on the winner of the next match, which is also the final match of the night. Excuse me, man. I'm burping a lot tonight, which is weird because I don't drink any I don't drink any carbonated drinks. I don't drink soda. I really don't drink alcohol. That's not. Alcohol is not for me. It's not for everyone. which is probably something I'm going to have to remind a lot of people when I go to visit the yacht club on July 3rd. I have a few friends down there. Anyways, next up is the final match of the night. We have Zelda, the 5 seed, taking on the 12 seed, Wario. Man, I am very disappointed right now. I really thought Isabelle was going to rock this tournament, but instead, she gets bounced in the first round. Reminds me a lot of the Bruins. They went from being one of the best teams in the whole league to being one of the worst within the span of 2 years. We went from being one of the best teams in the whole league to being the ultimate laughingstock of hockey. And Wario self-destructs. He was unable to get back. He was unable to recover. He falls. And he's already down to a second stock. Man, I'm still in disbelief. I think the clock on the tower... Wait. No. Let me look at the clock down there, if I can get a good look at it. Because right now, it's 10:03. And... yeah, I think the clock down there... The clock on there is also supposed to match the system clock. It's currently 10:03 p.m. That is really, really cool. That's why I'm really glad I did this tournament. Is not just because I love doing these tournaments and watching them fight, but also because every time you play, you notice these little things that you never noticed before. Wario is down to his last stock now. And Zelda loses her first, so this is not going to be a 3-stock. Isabelle was the first 4 seed to be knocked out. So that means the 4 seeds are 2-1. The 6 seeds are 0-3. I gotta look this up after this match is over to see, like, what other little stage details are there that I never saw before. That's the game! Zelda advances to take on the Cinderella Dark Samus in the round of 32. Congratulations, Zelda. Unfortunately for Wario, his run ends here. Thank you for playing. Alright, that is going to do it for the first round here in the Congo Jungle region. But before we go, we are going to take a look at the current bracket as well as a preview to tomorrow's matches. Alright guys, these are the results of today's matches, and those are your matchups for the second round. We have the 1 seed, King K. Rool, taking on 8 seed Snake. Excuse my terrible handwriting. 13 seed, Dark Samus, the Cinderella of this tournament, taking on the 5 seed Zelda. 2 seed Bowser versus 10 seed Ice Climbers. And then the 3 seed Dr. Mario versus 11 seed Dark Pit. So we have Dark Pit and Dark Samus in the second round. Who saw that coming? Anyways, that's going to do it for today's matches. We just covered the Congo Jungle region. Tomorrow, we're going to be covering the last of the 4 regions, the Dreamland region. Tomorrow, we will be doing the first round matches in the Dreamland region. And that will also be the final day of the first round before we advance to the round of 32. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for watching.